because of the demands, because of the desires asked in the last one. That's the same we are doing today. Our desires and all karmas, what we make that clothes, is only through the mind when it becomes the engine. When love is connected with I and my, the possession, everything becomes a business. In that business, everything is recorded, which will take you to the next birth, and every birth is a curse. So you have to understand. That is what is said by the Baba Farid, the great saint of his age, the Sufi saint. Saint means what? One who had made the heart as the complete engine for the body. Please throw light on the following sayings of Baba Farid. He says, not every heart is capable to find the secret of God's love. There are not pearls in every sea. There is not gold in every mine. What the dearest Baba Farid, a Sufi saint, saying through this, his sayings. Baba Farid came around 700 years before, and what he experienced, the saint is saying through his all words, carrying the essence of his heart. Saints are those, whatever they speak, it comes through the heart. Or we can say, saints are those who are not speaking. They are the listeners. It is the God who speaks through them. Saints are not the speakers. They are also the listeners. They listen what words comes through them. So, if we say, the inner Farid was saying, will be better. Outside the body Farid, which is connected to the mind, because body with the mind is connected to the outside world. Body with the no mind means heart, connected to the God. When your body connected to the mind means where I comes, my comes. It means you are connected to the materialistic, the Mayavi, the deadly world. When the body, the physical body, connected to the heart, then you are connected to the godly world, the inner world. You can say, when you make the mind as the engine for your this body train, then it takes you to the outside the materialistic world, the Mayavi world, the world of I and my, the deadly world. And whenever the engine of heart takes this body inside in the immortal world, in the godly world, you are connected with the God. You are connected with the God. So it is you. If your thoughts, mind and heart, which is the engine in this train from your side, because it is you who has to decide either to go by keeping the mind, the head as the engine for your this train, the body train, this dead body train. Like the train is dead without the engine. Let it have the 15 or 20 compartments with that. Let them have the 1,000 passengers inside sitting. But if it does not have the engine, it is like that. Even it has the very length, thousands of passengers inside. But unless there is an engine, train can't move. Thousands of people will never reach the destination. And if engine is connected for Delhi from Mumbai, the train will reach to Delhi. If you connect the engine for Calcutta, the train will reach to Calcutta. So, it is you, your thoughts, which decides that either to use this engine of brain or to use the engine of heart. When you use the engine of brain, taking this physical body, the dead body, the dead train, then your life will rotate in this death planet. Why I say this death planet? Because everything here takes birth and dies. Everything. Let all trees, plants, insects, birds, animals, rocks, sun, moon, whatever you see here, in this planet, which you see the earth, everything is going to die. So if you keep your mind, the brain, which is consisting of I and my, in other words, if your thoughts are connected only to I and my, this dead body train, this physical body of yours, will only involve in the outside the deadly things and the faces. You will only be involved till you have the brain, the head, as the engine for this dead, the materialistic, the Mayavi body. In that cycle of birth and death, you will never be at peace, because the five senses which gives you the feelings of lust, satisfaction, you say, anger which you think you have drained out, greed which you think is over, attachment which you think is going to be over, or the ego. You think, I don't have. These five are the outcome of the mind when becomes the engine for this physical body, and your result at last when the dead body remains on the track and engine goes to the yard. Engine goes to the yard means your mind is getting no more because the energy, the conscious, the heart had stopped working and you are dead. So this is what the theory of materialistic, the dying, the Mayavi world, where as on today if you go, the 99.99% in the world, you can say in other words, 699 lakh crore, 699 lakh crore, 93,000 people are involved in this world with their brain engine. 70,000 out of them are just trying to take the engine of heart instead of the brain. 707,000 are already with the heart engine. 7,000 had already sit in the train where heart is the engine. And heart is nothing but the engine taking you just the opposite of mind to the godly world. Godly world where the planet had got no birth and death, which we say it is Parbrahm, God home, Sachkhand, and many more words are there, heaven. So in that world, the heart becomes the engine to take this dead body. That train will remain on the track and engine will take you along with. Because in engine you know that every facility is there to take you along. Engine had the capacity. An engine can be made any bigger. So if you sit with the engine as the heart, your this bodily train will reach to the God home. Otherwise, heart engine will go and this body, this train will remain on the track and again dying and coming back to this earth. So those who makes the mind as the engine for this physical dead materialistic Mayavi body remains in the cycle of birth and death, remaining always sad and happy mode, emotions, full of emotions, because emotions are the outcome of I and my. When you use this brain, the engine, more than as required, then your body will never reach to the God home. When you go through the heart, making the heart as the engine, you are wordless, because words, W-O-R-D, word are connected to your brain, the mind, and the physical body. Heart had got no words. Heart is connected to the love, which is silence. Silence is love. Words become the obstacle in the way of love. So heart had got no words. Brain is full of words. So to the love, when you reach, you remain in silence. The more deep you go in love, you won't think of speaking more. with your lover or the beloved. So God is your lover, God is your beloved. But to reach to the God, you have to pass through the heart. And heart, when it becomes the engine for this dead body, automatically you will see the life is becoming so cool, blissful, and always in the relaxed mode. Even the journey from the brain to the heart, journey from the mind to the heart will make you cool, make you relax. And the moment you cut the engine of brain, you will be in complete relax. You will be in complete bliss. You can say it that your train is having two engines, one in the front, the mind engine, one in the opposite, the heart engine. You must have seen, sometimes two engines are put in the train. One is taking to the other direction and other is taking to the other direction, opposite. So it is you who can drive the same train, this body, the deadly train, in the mind direction or in the heart direction. Your thoughts, when goes in mind and the heart together, you will see the journey is shaking. But when you start moving with the heart as the engine, your life becomes a very, very relaxed mode, blissful, and mind engine remains quiet. So this is you who has to decide whether to make the mind as the engine or make heart as the engine. Heart is taking you to your God home, your origin, who had made this body, who had made this beautiful eyes, mouth, nose, heart, and it is up to you who has to decide. And decision can only be taken till the engine leaves this body. Till the engine leaves the body. Because when the heart is going out, your body is dead. Mind engine is also stopped. So in fact, the energy to this body, to all the parts in your body, even the brain which is working, which consists of I and my from your side, is only the blessings of the God through the heart, because heart symbolizes the God. Brain symbolizes the world, the materialistic, the dead world. That's why you see, whenever you are in pain, disturbed mode, you put your hands on the head. And when you are in the happy mode, in the loving mode, you put your hands on the heart. So always when you want to tell someone about the love indication is through the heart. And whenever you are in the headache disturbed, you show the mind, your head, putting the hands. So whenever you are sitting on the heart like this, you will feel so cool and calm. When you are in a hug with someone, the loved one, you enjoy that moments. Because why one wants to hug someone? Because hugging someone gives you some vibrations in the body which is not of this world. And when you go with the mind, you see nobody touches the head with anybody. Because mind is the disturbed factor. It does not mean that the mind is not required. But let me tell you, as your eyes are opening of its own, words are coming of its own, you are taking food, putting in mouth, going of its own, ears are listening of its own, when you get up, legs start walking of its own, all those movements in the body goes automatically without your command. Likewise, the mind also works automatically, but because of your I and my, this mind had become manually. And manually, the production by manual is always less and very disturbing. When it is automatic, the 100 labor work is done by the one automatic machine. Heart is doing all things automatic. You cannot use the heart manually. Mind had the facility to work manually. This is the way. You had tried to put heart also manually, as you are conditioned to work with the mind manually. So your I and we when reach to the heart, so your heart which symbolizes the love, the way to the God home, your love is also manually, means whenever you see someone, you look into his features, you look into his all backgrounds, you look all that what you can gain from the someone. What you can gain from someone. When the question of gaining from someone or exchanging something from someone in return what you are doing, that love becomes manual. You are manipulating the love even. Parents are manipulating the love from their children. They are expecting so much because they say, you are my children. I had grown you up. So this love, this heart is operated manually. When the husband says to the wife that you have to do like this, you are mine. So that means the love is operated manually. Whenever a wife says to the husband, you should do as I want, that means wife is not loving, she is manually making the love. And the manual love and the manual machines working always get tired. So your love also gets tired one day. That's why the relationship between the parents and the children, husband and the wife, brother and the sister goes to the dirty end. Our relations, the ending is very dirty. 99.99% in the world, the relationships of love, even between the parents and the children, husband and the wife, anyone, brother and the sister, boss or the servant, every relationship in the world goes to the dirty end. Why? Because love, the heart, which is operating automatically, you had tried to make the heart which symbolizes love also manually. And manually means I and my. I and my means you are operating your mind manually. I and my means you are operating your love, the heart, also manually. You never understand, in this body of yours, nothing belongs to you. Everything by the God, of the God, for the God. You think in the beginning on this earth, when the first human being arrived, go back, just go in that thought, if the first man and the woman arrived on this earth, Adam and Eve, what was there? Was there anything manually? It was all that automatic. The ancient history you have read, that there was nothing like I and my. This is only the people raise, population raises, development came, and I and my had entered in us. So that I and my connected to the mind make you tired. I and my connected to the heart makes you tired. Although love is always refreshing. Love is always cool, calm. That's why in the world, everyone runs over the love. Everybody wants that one should love me. Children want the parents should love me. Parents want the children should love me. Husband wants the wife should love me. Wife wants the husband should love me. Brother wants the sister should love me. Sister wants the brother should love me. Boss wants the servant should love me. Servant wants the boss should love me. All relationships in the world wants love, but love is nowhere because love is manually operated. Everyone wants something in return what he does. So it is business, and business never makes anything cool. In business there is a profit and the loss. So what you get is always the happy and the sad modes. So in the modes when you die operating your mind and the heart manually, your life goes into the vein to the hell. Let it be whatever you were in this world. You are the king, or you are the peon, you are the richest or the poorest, you are the beauty face or the ugly face, not the problem. Because this all connected to the dead body. Dead body was the PM, dead body was the star, dead body was the richest man, dead body was the poorest man, dead body was the peon, not you. You are inside sitting between the heart and the brain, and it is you who have to decide either to travel by brain or by heart. If you keep the heart as the engine, the mind will start automatically working, but heart also should be beyond I and my. When I and my added to the love, my children, my husband, my wife, my mother, my father, then the possession comes. When the possession comes, your love is becoming ugly. Because it is the God who had created every one of us. So we all have to just play the role. This world, the Maya, is made by the God. Love is nothing but the energy produced by the God. He is the producer of the love, the energy, which had made you and me. You know, when the parents went into the love, you and I are created on this earth. And that energy also given by the super energy through the father to the mother. And mother also had the dye given by the God to get you out from the womb. So everything is the love. Love is the energy. And through that energy, this complete expansion is there in the world. Whenever God withdraws the energy, the whole world is over. Everything will be in the dark. Sun will be no more. Earth will be no more. Completely gone everything. Complete blackout. Complete blackout. So that when the blackout comes and new rays come, we say the change of the Yuga era. That's what we say. The change of the era means Satyuga, Treta, Dwapar Yuga, Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga means nothing but people are using more the brain as the engine. Heart is completely manipulated. Love is completely manipulated. Nobody loves nobody. That's why we say Kali Yuga, because 99.99% people are not taking the love, the heart as the engine for this dead body. Everybody talks about the love, but nobody loves nobody because every love is becoming the dirty by putting something in return. So this is what the Kali Yuga. In the last Dwapar Yuga, we say when everything dark comes to the next light, there where you can say the only 30% people who were using the heart as the engine and not the brain. So they were going in the heart without manipulation. So that's why it is called the Dwapar Yuga, because 30% people were there to search for the God. And before that, the Treta Yuga, where the Ram came, that Treta Yuga, people were there, 60% asking for the God, going journey through the love, the heart, not making possession. And before that, the Satyuga we say, where Prahlad or Hiranyakashyap came, in that Yuga we say, because 90% people were taking heart as the engine, not the brain. That's why you said that Satyuga. Nothing, there's nothing difference in that. Main is 10% left in the Satyuga is you who never understood in the Treta Yuga or Dwapar Yuga or today in Kali Yuga. In the 99.99% today, we are still not understanding. If we understand today, you are in Satyuga today. Satyuga means who is desirous, who is thirsty to get the heart as the engine, to go deep in love without the possession, without the I and my. That the pure form of love when comes in you today, in the Kali Yuga, Satyuga is born. You can say Buddha, Mahavira, Jesus, Muhammad, Kabir, Farid, Guru Nanak Dev, Ram Paramahansa, Sai Baba, Meera, Sahajo, Lalla, Lao Tzu, Socrates, Baba Farid. All these were the Satyuga people born in this Kali Yuga. They also made the mistake in the last Yuga. They also dragged from the Satyuga to the Kali Yuga. But in Kali Yuga, their light came up. They got the knowledge not to use brain as the main engine, but heart as the main engine, but without the I and Y. So that's why these people are called the enlightened. What is the enlightenment? Is nothing but getting yourself to the heart connected, because the heart takes you to the supreme. Heart is the engine taking you to the God home. In the body, the heart is for this body. We know that every part of the body, whatever part goes off, not the problem. But when the heart goes, heart fails, you are no more. Let it be your eyes are 6x6, your hearing capacity full, you have the beautiful face, everything beautiful. Your eyes goes, you are blind. Ear goes, not the problem, you are deaf. But if your heart goes, you are gone. Why? Because in the heart, the God representative is sitting. God representative. And to whom we say the word soul, the energy, the conscious, and that will take the super energy, super conscious, the God. So that the one sitting in the heart, asking you to connect with the heart, with the purity, if you have that I and my, the possession that as you are having in the brain, then automatically your journey will not move. Your train is stopping at the platform. You think, I have traveled a lot. You think, I have traveled a lot. No. Because your journey when is by your mind. I pray, I worship, I donate, I make service. Anything with the I and my in the brain, you're all that whatever the religious activities also are connected to the brain. Not to the God, to this outer world. In that, what will happen? When you die with the engine of brain, I and my, in this world, you will be coming to the birth and death cycle. You will get the return, whatever you are doing, the good deeds. Good deeds, you say the worshipping, going to the churches, going to the mosque. These all that what you do, definitely you are going to get the return of it. Today, who were the stars, ministers, they all were the worshipper in the last era. And they all were desiring for that post also. So they are all people, those who say that today have everything in hand, they all people were somewhere in the last era, last birth, with that all God, with the brain as the head, as the engine, and asking that we should get it, we should get bungalow, we should be prime minister, governor, star. It is not the brain which takes someone to the collector or PM. No, it is the desire and the karma in the last birth, their good deeds, they had reached there. It is not the brain. God had given brain everyone the same. Brain is same with the everybody. It is only the desires and the karma which had made you something that you think today as ego, that I am something. You are then fool if you think I am something. Because your brain is not purchased from any market of the world. If you think your brain is something great, then you are on the wrong road. Because everything is by the God, of the God, for the God. There are many sharp brains could not reach to the post, good post. You know it? There are many good brains could not reach to the big businesses. You will see 90%, not 95% of the world working under the people are all having the less education than those who are working under them. 95%. What does it mean? In fact, what it was to be that the highest qualified man should be at the highest post. He should be having the big business. Illiterate people should have been working under them. Why this reason? Reason is nothing but the desires and the karmas of the previous birth. So, going by the brain with all desires and the karmas, you are going to get in the next birth what you expect today. But when you go through the heart, it is without any demand. When there is no demand, there is no supply. And when there is no supply, this body instrument will be not required. This body is required to just go ahead with what your demands you asked for in the last birth. Your birth is nothing but a curse on this earth. You see, all that people in the world are sad. Why? Because of the demands, because of the desires asked in the last one. That's the same we are doing today. Our desires and all karmas, what we make that clothes is only through the mind when it becomes the engine. When love is connected with I and my, the possession, everything becomes a business. In that business, everything is recorded, which will take you to the next birth. And every birth is a curse. So you have to understand. That is what is said by the Baba Farid, the great saint of his age, the Sufi saint. Saint means what? One who had made the heart as the complete engine for the body. As the mind works automatically, heart works automatically. These saints were, that's why said as the mad people. So they were sitting wherever they are not taking any attachment or detachment to anything of the world, neither their family relations or their outside things. They just played the role of a father, mother, husband, wife. They know that everything is going to the graveyard, my family and everything. I had been given the role of an officer or a doctor or engineer or PM or CM. I had been given the role of a father, mother, brother, sister, or a poor man or a beggar. I had to play my role and just get lost from that world. Because I had been on this earth, in this planet of birth and death for the last many births. So my actual destination is the God home. For that I have to make the heart as the engine. Heart means love. Love one, love all will only come when I and my just you take as granted the drama people, the picture, all that stars, co-stars, assistants. You see the movie when comes, how that movie is made. There is a star, there is a heroine, there are other co-actors, other actors, all are working together. Cameraman, this thing, editor, director, all these things are combining one movie. And after the movie is over, they are going on the route. It is not that Shah Rukh Khan will keep on sitting there with the chair here on the set. Or Karishma Kapoor will sit. No. Their role is over. Movie is over. They will move to the further. And how is the movie? That will be rewarded or fail, flop. So that depends. So your movie also, what their name is, all are the characters. Your wife is your heroine, husband is your hero. You can say the children are just to play the role for you. They are the children. But you had been the father or mother for many births. You had been the husband and wife for many births, many children. You have lakhs of children, hundreds of husband and wives. You had played so many roles in the movies before this birth. So it is better. Understand the role, play the role in a relaxed mode. As Shah Rukh Khan is not weeping if he is been given the role of a beggar. He is not weeping if he becomes the husband of the Krishna. Because they know after the movie is over, we are just temporary husband and wife. Temporary the children are. It is not that Amitabh Bachchan is thinking that Shah Rukh Khan is my son. It is not that Hrithik Roshan is my son if they played the role. Their role. So this is all the movie. Your movie you should understand. And once you understand the movie, the things will run automatically. The heart will become the engine for your this dead body. Dead body, every body will go to the graveyard or the cremation ground. And where the one will go who is inside. Inside is your original face. Inside you are original. Outside is the role given to you. Asked by you, I should get this role. Actor had been given the facility by the God to play any role, but get rid of this world. And whatever role given to you, always weep, you remain in a sad mode, and that's why your movies flop. You are going back again to this birth and death cycle with your new demands. Every time the God fulfills your demands. That is what you have to understand. If you are not understanding before the departure from this body, why is it before departure from this body? This body is temporary station in which you are. You can say this body is temporary train given to you which is moving. Otherwise this train will be expired. There is the expiry date of every train also. So it will be scrapped. It will be burned, buried in the graveyard. So don't attach to this dead body. Attach to the engine. Engine, if heart, God home is your destination. Engine is mind, this dead world is your destination. Choice is yours. So let the thing get automatically, as the heart works automatically, let the brain work automatically. And be in the between the mind and the heart, sit and look into how the things are going on. How these things, be the observer. And when you become the observer, between the mind and the heart, you are out of this world. Because you know everything is a game. So where the body lives, you are going through the heart, the representative city inside, the driver to take you from this supersonic aircraft, from this world to that world. Within the seconds you will reach there. On the way to the Yampuri, Yamraj will just respect you by kneeling down in front of you that you are going back to the home. Let the one person had made this earth less weight. So you should always think of meeting your father, the original mother, the God. So that only what is said by Baba Farid, the saint, the heartiest, the godly. As I say, the Buddha, Mahavira, Jesus, Muhammad, Kabir, Farid, Guru Nanak Dev, Sai Baba, Ram Paramahansa, Laoje, Socrates, Mira, Sahaj, Lalla, Baba Farid, all these people are sailing in the same boat of the boat of God now, because they have left this dead body and transferred from this dead world to that world, because they made the heart as the engine. They were the love. That's why they could love one and all during their lifetime. You see their history. They were not confined to one group, which you say the family. The whole world became their family. They were just working for that family which took birth as their destiny. They asked in the last birth, and for that what they can do, they are doing, and rest, the whole world is the family. The whole world is the family. They are in relaxed mode. So be in relaxed mode, in the love to the God. Then only heart will be the engine. So that is what the Baba Farid, the loving Farid, the heartiest Farid is saying in this. Now we'll go through the sayings of Baba Farid. What is said 700 years before. Just listen to it. Execute to it. Not listening only. Execute to it. Before the death of this body, before the departure from this dead body, make your heart as an engine, pure. Pure means no I, no my, nothing. Husband, wife, brother, sister, mother, father are only for the outside game with this dead body. All dead bodies are just playing the game outside. So get rid of that. Don't get attached. Attachment means getting connected to the brain. And brain means I and my will take you in this birth and death cycle. So just go through these. Sayings are so deep, you should understand and get changed to your life. That's why their sayings are respected throughout the world. So what Baba Farid is saying, we'll go to that, and I hope then you'll understand it more better. Not every heart means we all have the heart. We all are with the mind and the heart. But Baba Farid started his saying, not every heart. Means not every means all are not. And I say 99.99% are not. Not every heart is capacity. You should have the capacity, no? If your brain is not having the capacity to understand, If you don't want to understand, you are involved so much in the Maya, the deadly things, with I and my, you will not be having the capable of understanding the Baba Farid statement. Not every heart is capable. When he says heart, because heart is your original face. Otherwise, Baba Farid could have used the word mind, not every mind. But he used the word heart because heart is your original face, not the mind. Mind will die with the body. And heart, it will go back. The representative will go back to the God home till the next birth with your all that black box you had made in between sitting the mind and the heart is okay. If you are sitting in the mind, your subconscious mind body, the black body, which is consisting of I and my. So that black body will go into the Yampuri, where it will be kept for your next birth and punishment between one birth to the other birth, whatever decided by the Yamraj, we say. So if you are using heart as the engine, black box will crash, will burn. So in that, you are pure heart. Your original identification is you are pure heart. That's why Baba Farid is using the word heart. But he is saying, not every heart. We all are heart, but not every heart is capable to find the secret of God's love. Baba Farid says, I had been saying for my complete life, not me only, before me, many had come to say the same to the world, as Jesus in the beginning of this world said, love is God. Who understands what love is God? What the love is God? What is the secret of love? Who understands? What Buddha talked about? What Mahavira talked about? Non-violence, be peace. What Buddha talked about? Don't be sad. The world is sad. Don't get sad. All these people talked, the ultimate result of not sad means you should be love. Peace means love. Mahavira said non-violence means peace. Don't violate your body. Don't get into your brain. Be in peace. That is what the Muhammad speaks about. Peace, peace, peace. What Islam is peace. And that says that peace upon. What the peace? Peace. Peace means be with the heart. But then Baba Farid says not every heart is capable. Not understand. Not having capacity means not understanding. To find the secret of God's love. No, not every heart is capable to find the secret of God's love. Everybody is not having capacity to get into the search of the God love. Because the secret, what the secret of God love means, what actually is the love? We think love means I give something, you give something. If you are giving me something, you love me. If I am giving, you say I love you. If you are not giving me something, it means you are not loving. Secret of love is what? Secret of love is one way. Secret of love is one way. One way means only giver. As God is giving you every time. Whether you go to Him or not, whether you think of heart or not, you make purity or impurity, God is always loving you. You go to the wine shop or to the temple, He is loving you. So God loves you in all the moment, thinking that one day you will awake and come to know that I am there. You should come to me. Not every heart is capable to find the secret of God's love. What actually the secret of God's love? What the love is? Where the love is? How can I reach to the God who is love? God is love. Love is God. How the energy which is in me, which makes my heart to take breath in this body, how these things are going in my body, how this blood is getting all cleared in the body, making my body so pure from outside. Inside I am impure. How the things are going on in me. Who is doing it? Who is the doer? So the doer in the heart is not understood by the people because all are going through the mind. They are stick to the I and my. They are not going beyond I and my. Everything is of the God, by the God, for the God, your husband, wife, mother, father, children. Everything of the God. So that's what he says secret of God love means how He had made this, all the universe with his energy of love. Love is nothing but the energy produced from the God to make this Mayavi world, to play. This playground is for play, just play the role. You are attached to a role, and that's why films are getting flopped. So that's what he's saying. Not every heart is capable to find the secret of God's love. Secret you do not know. You are not capable because you are not thinking of it. You are thinking, living in the mind. You are only staying with the I and my. So your life is never going towards the heart. So I and my remains even in the heart journey also. So that's what he said, that not capable. Not able to understand what that all saints of the world had said, those had gone with the heart as the engine, those who could understand the secret of love. That's why right from the beginning everyone had talked about the love. Love is the energy of the God. Love is the ray from the sun. Through the ray of the sun you can reach the sun. When you look into the ray, sun will be there in the sky. But your brain is completely working for this deadly Mayavi world, always worried about the thing which you are not going to get if it is not been asked in your last birth. So that is what we say, the destiny. Destiny means whatever is written, whatever is asked by you in the last birth and the karma by you in the last birth, it is already on record. Nothing this side or that side. Nothing can move. Only when you go towards the God home, when you go as the heart, as the engine, with your selfless love. There is no selfishness, no asking. Then only God barters your destiny. Barters that by mistake I asked in my last birth, so God please not to do this and do please that. If it is not coming in as the obstacle in your liberation, God is going to barter that. But only when you take heart as the engine, otherwise no. If you are with the mind body, no, not at all. You are going to get the same as in your destiny, what you asked in your previous birth. That's why we say many times that the so cruel man, so dirty people are getting so much, and those simple and the great people are not getting anything from the God. Is the God doing injustice? No. Because everything is predestined. And those who go on the God home journey, they understand it. That this is all the destiny. If somebody is getting something, is of his previous birth karma. This birth karma will be opened in the next birth. But if you want to crash and not to come back on this earth of birth and death, you don't want to get sad moments here. You want to go back to the God home where Buddha, Mahavira, Jesus, Muhammad, Krishna, Ram Paraman, Sai, Meera, Sahajo, Lalla, Lauju, Sukrat, all are staying, Baba Farid is staying. If you want to go back to the God home, you have to go through the love. And to go through the love, how to understand? Understand the secret of God love. What actually is the God love? God love. Your love is exchange. God love is no exchange. You see, you have woke up in the morning, God is making the full night, making you to take rest. He is massaging you throughout the night. He is not saying you anything. Because he is only expecting one day you will come back to meet me. So, not every heart, not everybody who is with the heart capable to find the secret of God love means secret of heart. Nobody have that capacity to understand the secret of heart. God means heart. Love. Heart is the engine to take you to the God. So God's love means God's heart. But how will you understand? How your capacity will increase? When you meet with the one who had made the heart as the engine in his life. Who had been like you, had shifted from the mind to the heart as the engine and traveling through this dead body in this world without any desire or the karma and accepting everything what he asked for in the last birth and be remaining in relaxed state. So that the one without the I and my, who had taken the family as the temporary artist in the role of this movie of today, what the movie Rajesh movie. So these children, wife and all, this house and all is temporarily for this set. The moment this body out, no movie is over. So what? I have to play the role. I have to play the role now. No attachment to anyone. Just playing the role. Playing the role of a father, playing the role of a husband, playing the role of whatever given to me, but not attached. Because many movies, I had been the father of many children. I had been the husband of many wives. I had been the wife of many husbands, because soul had husband or wife is just the physical body outside. With the same dust you can make anything. So this one who had understood, go through that heart, because he had now understood. So just going to that, because you cannot have your capacity unless you reach to the teacher who had gone through those moments. You have to check him out if he is through the heart. But you cannot check him in total, because you have to reach to that level. You cannot understand if you are in the nursery class, the student of 10th class, 10th cannot say anything in superiority to the nursery class student. That's why godly people are always compassion. Whatever mistake you do, whatever talks you do, whatever you say, even you abuse to them, you even insult to them, whatever you say, still they love you, because they know that you are still the primary or secondary classes. So you have to come further. The true master never get angry on anything, because they know you are in the lower class. Unless you come to my class, you will not understand the secret of God love, how the God loves. What is the love? You will just think of your whatever you have, the lust, anger, greed, whatever, as the specks you have there, the specks of lust, anger, greed, ego, and attachment. You will see everybody in the lust, anger, greed, ego, and attachment. The moment you have the white specks, pure specks, everybody will look like pure, because everything is the role on this earth. And role is by the dead body, not by the pure soul, the pure heart. So that's what it is said. Not every heart is capable to find the secret of God love. Everybody cannot understand the God's love. So one who is capable can only go through the teacher, the master, to understand that what actually is the secret of God love, what the love is, which is going to connect me to the God home, which is going to get me rid of these all my sad moments, emotions in this world. Further, Baba Farid says, there are not pearls in every sea, because in the every body you will not find. The pearls means in the sea, that in every body, whatever the in the world, you will not find that they are interested to go into this God home journey. They are not interested. Someone are not interested. Someone if get interest, they are not going deep. They are not going deep. That is what it is said further. There is not gold in every mine. Means they don't want. If they are not pearls in every sea, means when people in the world are rushing for the mine, I and my, with the full of ego. Even they do not know that nothing is theirs. Everything is of the God. They are going to die. After the death, accountability will come. No one will be there after the cremation ground or the graveyard to look into. Only God will be there to take the accountability of His body, what He gave to you, whatever you had done. With all that bad karma, you had to give the accountability of your I and my position. So that one who thinks of are very less. So there are not pearls in every sea. Means there are the people in the world, most of egoist people, never go with the wordings of those saints. Even saints were crucified by these people, those who never understood. They were so cruel. They had poisoned the saints. So this is what he said, that even with the heart, they are not capable. There are not pearls in the every sea, means in every body, even the heart, but they are not in the heart. They are with the mind, with full of ego. And further he says, there is not gold in every mind. Gold means shining. Even people who comes with the heart journey, with the heart, they take the heart as the engine, but still with the mind also on the opposite side of the train, like the second engine also they are operating. So the more they went to the heart, less they go to the mind also. So that journey, if goes to the 75%, but their mind is also they are dragging. So at the time of 75%, 80% journey, they are just standing still. They are moving 1 kilometer with the heart, 1 kilometer with the mind. So they are standing there only. So journey at the last, like looks like they are moving the train 1 kilometer ahead, and then again with the mind going back one kilometer. They are standing there for so many years and sometimes to the many births. So that's why it is said every pearl in the sea is also not getting shine. So further that Baba Farid says, whoever comes on the hard journey also are not getting shine. So there is not gold in every mine. If at all, they have come with that, but that are not shining. So they said the gold in the mine means inside the pearl. Pearl is the mine in which there is no shining. They had come forward, but with their ego, with their mind, the I and my is not going off. So they think still the body as the life. So after 75%, 80% journey also, they are standing on the same point. Sometimes they die on the same point. Sometimes with the efforts, with the all sayings of the true masters, who is pure heart, whose secret of God love, what he said, can be only understood to execute what he says. Because journey, after 80% of your journey with the heart, just you have to make your mind the dead. It is better you make your mind dead. That is what called the blind devotion. Not in the beginning, but the moment your journey cross 75%, you should try to make your now the blind love. Blind means not thinking of anything by mind. That is what the secret of God love. Secret is, at last you had to be blind. But in the world, we were blind in the beginning, taking idols and everything. They are the God. But they were just the arrow mark. Buddha, Mahavira, Jesus, Muhammad, Guru Nanak, Ram Paramahansa, Sai, Meera, Sahaj, whatever the saints came in this earth, when we go to the temples or see them, it is the arrow mark to move further. Not that sitting there. We are sitting in the temple, church, Gurdwara, mosque for the whole life. But we have to move further. We have to move further. There is an arrow mark. We have to find the life Jesus, life Buddha, life Mahavira, life Muhammad, life Quran, life Guru Nanak, life Sai Baba, life Meera, Sahajo, Lalla, life Farid, life Laoju, life Sukrat. We have to find the life. They are live. They are not the dead. They are alive, still alive. So this is what. There are not that everybody in the mind with the heart is going through the heart. So there are not pearls in every sea. Sea are there, but not in every sea like the pearls are there. So in the everybody, heart, they are not coming to the heart. So much in ego you will find the people. As you say, I have given Vaani many times to some people, they are not hearing. Mind, ego, egoist people. They think we are something great. We are something collector, commissioner, we are boss, we are rich man. Sometimes people, even the middle or the poorer class also think we are great. What this master, what this guru is that, this thing, that. They never understand. 5 fingers are not the same. On this earth only, in this dead world only, Buddha, Mahavira, Jesus, Muhammad, Kabir, Farid, Guru Nanak Dev, Sai Baba, Meera, Sahajo, Lalla type people, Laoju, Sukrat type people have born. So you have to search them out. I said 700 people in the world. Just get them search. If you are hungry. Otherwise, blind always says the blind. Just to get rid of, just to get away, not to search. It is better just to say all are same. So but at the time of death, if you die with the I and my, you will be dragged to the hell. That is sure. All the epics in the world are saying, the common. You will be going, if in the sad mode, you are sad today, if death comes, you are going in the hell only. Whoever you are on this earth. Because this body will be going to the dust and will be kicked off by the people. You go to the graveyard, you go to that cremation grounds. After the body is burned, where the dust is going, ask them. Your earth is nothing but the dead bodies. Maybe your dead body where you are kicking yourself, you are spitting on that, putting your all stool and urine passing on that. All dead body, earth is nothing but the dead body's collection. Where dust will go of so many crores of people dying. So you may be using your dead body in your walls in the home. So don't worry about. If you are in the mind, your ego, result will be there. It is better if life is inside, just crush your whatever, whoever you are on this earth. You are nothing. Get to the heart as the engine and travel to the God home, which is your destination. Then life will go beyond this birth and death cycle. The I and my, your I and my is nothing but the God, who is the creator, who is one. So get dissolved in the one from where you came for this game to play, for this role to play. Don't get attached to your relationship, whatever it may be. The father, mother, husband, wife, this is just a temporary relationship. So in the dead body, there is no relationship. So better get away from this body, connect to the heart which is beyond the relationships, and the love. Secret is nothing but the same, the pure form of love. Love without the I and my is the secret of love. That will take you to the garden and the life will be the success.